Going live. Good morning. Here we are. How's everybody doing? I'm about to throw something into the link into the chat, which is a link to the Substack. And while I'm at it, I am also going to throw in the links to the templates. These amazing templates. It still didn't come out fully. Is anyone a graphic designer? Anyone know any graphic designers? Anyway, I'm just going to take this and do this. How are you all doing this morning? That one and that one. I am coffeeless this morning and composing in coffee, and I'm only here for a shorter period of time. So we're going to get right into it. So happy early Christmas-ish for those of you who celebrate. And is it too early to be talking about Christmas? Possibly. But I've been revisiting some of my old recordings of cover versions, and about 3 years ago, I think it was coming out to the end of COVID times, and I made 3 Christmas covers, and I was just looking at them again, and yeah, Christmas music is much maligned. I think there is some really, really good Christmas music, and if we're all willing to take the patience to, to appreciate the good ones and not just the, twee, overly saccharine, cliched Christmas stuff. I think there can be good stuff too. So in that vein, that's what I wanted to talk about today, is something I've been working on that I'm going to be putting out more towards Christmas week, and that is a cover version. And I'm going to jump in here. I don't know if you can see the title. It says untitled, does it? Oh yeah, it's misspelled. I don't know if you can see that on the top there. But sorry, I did the wrong thing there. I zigged when I should have zagged. That's what we're looking at. Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. And believe it or not, I started this last year. I started working on this last year. And I had the aims of kind of sending it out and trying to do some collaborations with people, and it never really got off the ground. So I said I would revisit it today and see how it's all going to try and get it up and running by Christmas. So let's have a listen. I haven't listened to this in ages, so this may be okay or maybe not. And I know that it's unfinished, so there's quite a bit to do. So Okay. So there's quite a lot in that, actually. A lot more than I thought there was going to be. So that's kind of cool. Let's just do this. So anyone joined us here? Not yet. Okay, so first bit, I'm really digging those drums. I'm not quite sure what I did with them. Okay, drum machine, which is pretty cool. And some percussion, addictive drums. It's not so good. Yeah, okay, I'm happy. I am happy with that. So, this part is all kind of together. And I have no memory of recording those guitars, which is cool. I've got that awesome Showtown free plugin that was there. That's cool. Okay, so I think when it kind of gets to this section, when we get the pulsing, and it turns kind of more electro, I need some drums. Oops, I have to stop closing out the windows. I'm doing that weirdly instinctually. Instead of changing the broadcast stuff, I'm changing it up here on my windows and thinking it's going to change down below, and it doesn't. This part here. So where it goes into you know, whatever this is, whatever key this is, G flat. 5 flats. Good times. Nothing says panic, like trying to read 5 flats and get through it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what I have done on the actual recording. So I'm putting a bass in here, a retro synth. We got some nice raindrops in reality. And then slightly more modulated version. And I think these are just octaves really, is that right? Let's have a look. So we got F and F, yeah, so they're just octaves apart. And are these even playing? Oh yeah, they're just really super subby. So let's see what else is going on in the music here. So yeah, here they are. Here's our low Fs. And what have we got? We got B flat, C, and F. And it changes. I need my glasses for this. Can you tell how much I need my glasses? You probably can. And this is changing, overall tone. So I have since got some new things. What do you sound like? The mallet piano. This is definitely, I just downloaded the mallet piano, so this is back before I got good at labeling things. Yeah, I'm not overly liking much of those for this section, I mean. I hope this is making sense, because this is the actual process of how things go. The decision making. Oh, I've got some other stuff up here. So we have a 3-note voicing, and then we have a 4-note voicing with the E flat, E flat, B flat, D flat actually. So it's B flat, D flat, F. Let's have a listen. Yeah, that's kind of the this must be the section I had started working on and didn't get around to finishing it. Let's see what we got. And I got to change it back to here for you. So I'm not being a very good visual producer for you guys today, because I'm just trying to hold too much in my brain for now. So where are you? You start here, and yeah, okay, so this is it. We got B flat. I think something a bit more dramatic. I am a fan of this electro vibes thing, so that's probably the chorus synth. But let's get something new. So I think a new sound to enter here would be nice. So yeah, let's have a look, see what we got. Got some native instrument things. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job at looking at the camera here today, because I've got all these old retro machines. So this could be cool. So these Mark IIs. We're looking for a poly synth here, which just means it'll play more than one instrument at the same time. This is exactly what we're looking for, isn't it? Now, this goes against everything I said about trying to be organized and, you know, save time and workflow and all the rest of that stuff. So this is a lesson in how not to do things, really. But because I'm dealing with a past version of myself who is not as organized as this version of myself, this is what we're getting. So we'll just have to deal with it. And I just have to remember to keep talking, or else it'll just be really quiet. And to actually turn on the instrument itself would be a good idea. Yeah, that's not terrible. And I think with a little bit of tweaking, I don't know why that's flashing like it is. It's weird. It's kind of like it's not even in time to the music. So let's have a look and see if we can tweak that a little bit to be a little bit more. I'm looking for a real Daft Punky kind of sound. This is a bit too staccato-y. bridge synth. And I'll also name these things, which is also good. And I want a little bit more effects on this. So, does it go too spacey though? That's what I want to know. Kind of got a harshness to it now that I'm not really liking. So, we want to mellow it out a bit. Yeah, sounded pretty cool. And let's just unglassify these. Dun, dun. So it's really its own thing for a little while, isn't it? Then we're back into kind of the arrangement that's kind of already there. Now, I think the next thing we really want to do, we've got these pair synths doing that. So what would we call this synth? Is the chorus synth. So it's got definition by the bridge synth, and then it's got an ambience by this chorus synth that I'm liking. That was a tip actually. Who was that? I heard that from Paul Hartnell, maybe. This idea of pairing synths, very big in orchestration as well, in that when you pair instruments in the orchestra, pair different families, you get different textures. So, for example, you might have a woodwind section, and within that woodwind section, you might pair whatever's happening in the clarinets and the oboes with something in the strings, maybe something in the similar register, so the violas and the maybe the second violin, or maybe a cello and a bassoon, and you get these kind of textures. And the same thing kind of applies when you're matching synth sounds together. So instead of trying to work on what is the one synth sound in the one instrument, you can pair these together and get different textural ideas happening. And what I think I want to do now is have an automation happen here where the envelope opens and the synth kind of comes in, because this is like a real interlude kind of a section. So the danger with synth parts, and especially when you have them in these kind of they're kind of rhythmic patterns, really. There's quite simple harmonically, I guess, in some ways. Anyway, I want to have an LFO opening, and let's see how we do this. And Here we go. Okay, so it's MIDI number. Watch man struggle. Yeah, so let's see. I think it'll be kind of this envelope, wouldn't it? Not enough. Yeah, not quite enough, really, is it? Maybe something like that. I just heard an airplane going past my head and I was sure there was some weird low end coming into that synthesizer. That's so funny. Okay, let's see if we can get this into our automation by adding MIDI controller. Now this is definitely going to work, isn't it? Okay, so we want to just record in this MIDI automation. So all I did there was right click on the parameter that you want to control with MIDI, and then learn CC automation, and then just move the fader. I have a fader here, a MIDI fader. Move the fader, and that will, see, here we go. That will automate the parameter you're looking to automate. So I want this to kind of go full on by the end. So I'm going to start it from the bottom and go right the way through. And it's got a nice drop off then at the end. And let's do the same for this one and see what kind of yeah, okay. Here we go. And hopefully when it all comes together, kind of just getting in there and using these ideas. This bass I'm not overly gone on. I don't know if I'm going to change it now. But let's see what else is going on. I think something else to kind of give us a clear example of what is happening instrumentally. And we have a mini Moog in there doing something like a bass. I don't know what I was thinking when I put this together. Mini Moog. Moog, I think they pronounce it. And what are you? Mallet piano. Oh, don't forget Alt up and N will rename your chat track, so you don't lose. So you don't lose track. I know, very. So I think if we do all that and go Alt up M, it'll change the names on all of them. Yeah, I've named it all fantastically well, so I'm very proud of myself. I probably should have named it better. Feel free to throw in any questions. We're here for the next 10 or 15 minutes. And yeah, working through Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. If you don't know or never have heard it before, it is by Ryuichi Sakamoto from the movie of the same name, starring David Bowie. Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. And I'm always kind of curious about alternative Christmas songs. Like, I think next year might be the year of Mike Oldfield's Christmas song, which I think is an underrated one. It has a killer guitar solo in it. I am going to attempt some mixed media on on Final Cut Pro. So that's the plan, mixed media video and cover of this Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. Now, here's a spare track that is doing that. I have an orchestral swarm loaded up, a brass orchestral swarm. So let's just throw in this melody in here just for fun and see what it's doing. It sounds kind of horrible, but maybe we can have it doing something doing something nicer. This swarm, Spitfire Swarm, is, yeah, it's a very kind of genre specific kind of thing. Spitfire Albion Tundra is very edge of breakup-y kind of stuff, and they have some nice bellows, so maybe some bellows could be cool. I'm just messing around here now, and this is, you know, this is because it's kind of a project or a little bit of exploration in terms of, you know, what it's doing harmonically, you know, you've heard it before, so it's kind of just testing things out and seeing what's happening. And it's also a chance to go through some libraries and see what you actually own and what's in there, because so much of this goes unused so often, that it's nice to kind of even audition them as ideas. Now this is quite cool, isn't it? It's got a nice low end, and that's another thing we could do with this, is we could take it down an octave and just give it a bit of vibe. It's a bit muddy. So maybe down the octave is too much. Maybe it lives up there. Although I do like the low end. Never mind. It's kind of there, but you're not sure what's happening. And to speed it up, yeah. Now we'll talk about the blend with the other two synthesizers. This is providing this kind of body. Now again, if you're listening to this on your phone, this is going to sound like, what is he talking about? But if you've got some decent speakers or put some headphones on, you can hear the depth. And I just want to solo this on its own because... yeah, so it kind of gives like a subbiness, and it's got some percussive force going. Which is quite cool, I like it. Oh, it copied its automation data as well, which is can be a good thing and a bad thing. Then we've got the wobbles. So no. And then the bass is going to continue. So we're going to have to do something about that bass. Now, because I can't stay on as long as I wanted to today. Hello to whoever is here. Jump on chat. Say hi. I am here. I exist in reality. Just so you know, I have to stop doing this because I have to go back here. Yeah, I've got two things for Windows. So I'm jumping through Windows to check Windows on my computer, and it shows up for you too. I need a producer. Anyone want to be my producer? Come over. I've got space for you. Now what I've done here, and I'm not sure why or how, is I have used the session drummer, and I think it's kind of cool. It's got a real 80s vibe. So let's see what this... yeah. Yeah, okay. I've only got a couple of minutes left, so I'm not going to dive deep into the drums. I will be working on this over the next couple of weeks, and I might even jump on and show the mixed media. So there you have it. Yeah, a little less talky one today and more music. That was Ryuichi Sakamoto, Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. The cover I'm doing to be put out a bit later on in conjunction with some other covers that I've done that are in the archives. If you have a look in the chat, where's the chat for you? It's probably here, there, down here. There's some links in there, and check them out. Come and join Substack, and yeah, follow the channel, say hi, and if there's anything that you'd like to see covered on the channel, let me know, because I'm always looking for new ideas of things to do, and especially on Fridays with the longer hang. And if you'd like to come and hang and maybe like co-host or whatever, let me know. I am open for that. I'll be jumping on to Substack at 11 o'clock for another hang, and I will have coffee with me then So if you missed some of this live stream and you want to hear me just talking about stuff more, jump over there to Substack, and let me just put that link in here as well, because that would be useful, right? To people who, you know, just love checking out live streams. Okay. So we do this video, and how do I find my... I'm curious how to find your scheduled... Substack's weird. Anyone else use Substack? Yes, here we go. So, new live stream, but I've scheduled a live stream and I can't find the scheduled live stream. Isn't that weird? Because I think Substack in some ways tries to do too much. No shade, I made a video about how great it is, but oh yes, here we go. No, it's not that. Oh my word. Yeah, I can't find it. Okay, I am going live on Substack in like 15 minutes. So come over. If you join the link, you'll be able to find... this is for the 10 people who want to jump over from one live stream to another live stream. Yeah, can't find it. Although I have it linked in the post. Scheduled, nothing scheduled today. Well, that's fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why I love it like I do, but I do. Okay. Where is YouTube gone? Okay, so yes, we're back again next Friday. I also... Yeah, we're back next Friday, next couple of weeks until 19. We're just going to have Christmas break, but we'll be back again after that. And I say we, I mean me. Coffee and Composing Friday mornings. Yeah, jump on, say hi, make a comment, follow the YouTube channel, and I will see you on the next one.